Hello and welcome to the StudyTravel news video. I'm Matthew Knott.
And I'm Nicola Hancox, bringing you the latest news stories.
So the headlines this week: growth in Spanish language learners for FEDELE.
Australian report focuses on potential of Chinese ELT.
And students down but weeks up for South Africa's English schools.
And much more, of course. So, positive data from España to start.
Yes, Spain's language school federation, FEDELE Español en España, has announced a 22% growth in students in 2018, attributed to an expansion in membership and increased business activity.
In its annual report, FEDELE estimated that there were more than 121,000 students at its 98 member schools in 2018, compared with around 101,000 students at 90 schools in the previous year. Student weeks, meanwhile, increased by 3.4% to 292,000.
9 of the top 10 source countries provided more students in 2018 than in the previous year. Italy remained the top sender country, followed by Germany, France, the UK and the USA. There were double-digit increases in students from Poland, Ireland, Ukraine, Australia and the Czech Republic.
The percentage of students recruited via agents in the FEDELE survey declined to 34% in 2018 and was overtaken by direct online bookings as the main recruitment channel.
A report commissioned by English Australia has examined the potential of the Chinese ELT market, highlighting strong general demand for English but a lack of awareness of the benefits of standalone English language study overseas and agents not promoting the product.
The authors said that the major obstacle was the public, corporate and government belief that studying English abroad was not needed or advantageous, but identified niche markets and stressed the importance of agents in developing new products.
Brett Blacker, CEO of English Australia, said the report was a foundation to build on, but there was no single solution to tapping potential. He said he hoped for increased government collaboration on the back of the findings and noted that Australia had been successful in other Asian ELT markets.
Another ELT market now, as member schools of Education South Africa, or EduSA, experienced a 5% decrease in international students in 2018 to 9,500 last year. But student weeks, on the other hand, increased to a record 64,000.
The long average stay of 6.7 weeks was attributed to the resolution of visa issues for ELT schools. South Africa registered growth from Latin America, the Middle East and Africa, but key European markets were down, which the association said was related to concerns over water shortages in 2018. Agents accounted for 65% of bookings.
And now for a roundup of some of the other stories. The European Council has approved emergency measures to avoid disruption to Erasmus Plus programmes in the event of a no-deal Brexit, ensuring that UK and EU students that have started Erasmus placements by the date of the exit will continue to receive funding.
And the UK's Crown Prosecution Service has announced that 3 people have been sentenced for running a student visa scam through 2 fake colleges from 2012 to 2014. CPS said more than 1,200 certificates of acceptance of studies were issued through the scheme.
Global pathway provider Navitas has announced an agreement with Queen's College of the City University of New York, its 11th partnership in the USA.
And staying with Navitas, the board has unanimously voted to recommend a takeover bid led by its former CEO Rod Jones to its shareholders, with votes due to take place in June.
The Canadian government has committed around $150 million to funding to increasing outbound study abroad opportunities and increasing Canada's attractiveness as a study destination in its latest budget, a move welcomed by the Canadian Bureau for International Education.
Global University Systems has partnered with Florida Polytechnic University in the USA to promote the institution's STEM programs to international students and increase recruitment.
And finally, University Canada West has announced a bursary scheme for international students from 34 countries across the American continent, meaning they will pay the same fees as domestic Canadian students.
More on all of those news stories online, of course, as well as photos from Feltham's ELT workshop, Quality English missions in Latin America and Freeling's latest ski and networking event.
Sounds good. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.